I've noticed some creators doing an about me video for their followers, so I wanted to take a little bit of time to give a little bit of context about me. As a child, I was doted on heavily by my mother, my grandfather, and my grandmother. Although love was plentiful, money was not. So my mother and I soon became homeless, and after that, I was placed into foster care. Now, coming from an environment of supreme abundance of love and being cast into that kind of devoid of love environment, it showed me very quickly which one was right and which way I wanted the world to be. So I chose love naturally. There were all kinds of people that wanted to take away my happiness, to subject me to all sorts of psychological abuse. And it cemented in me that there are ways that people should not be treated. So those people taught me that. I've always been heavily into anime and video games, and I've always made plenty of friends wherever I go because of that. But cherishing friends and cherishing community is something that's always meant a lot to me because that's how I was raised. So I always held strong to my mother's teachings, and I wasn't a person raised in self-deprecation. So I naturally became a person that wanted to inspire others the way that my mother, my grandfather, and my grandmother have inspired me relentlessly. So that's who I am, and that's what I'm about. I'm about connecting with people. I'm about inspiring people. I'm about loving people as I was connected with, inspired, and loved. Post foster care, I forced success into my life. Despite the many shortfalls and things that have happened, I was emancipated from foster care with no real setup and no real fallback plan and no financial safety net or family help to speak of. So I forced success into my life. I took my three at the time closest friends, and I found a house in a shitty neighborhood that we paid 170 a month a piece for, and we were responsible for each other and took care of each other and enhanced each other. And I've moved that way through my entire life. And continuing on that trajectory, I acquired skills in the technology world and forced myself into a six-figure position, which is where I'm at now. And now I'm currently trying to figure out my way into a seven or eight. But that's not what you get here. What you get here is anime content, nerd content, inspo content, me connecting with you and enjoying that connection. In conclusion, to be here is to be loved, and to be here is to be among people who like to discuss anime, who like to discuss fashion, who want a little bit better for themselves in the world. And if I can provide any de-shackling in that pursuit, that makes me extraordinarily happy. And I probably should have put this at the beginning, but here's some really bonus trivia about me. My grandmother, one of my favorite people on this earth and in this cosmos, met her grandmother, and her grandmother was born a slave.